Hey guys, welcome back to Curl Talk Unfiltered. I'm Talia.
And I'm Cass.
And today we have a short, cute episode for you guys, mainly for Cosmo students.
Yes.
We're giving advice.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I loved cosmetology school.
Did you?
I loved it.
I'm glad we had different experiences because I did not. Not the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like some of it was cool, but there was a time where I was like, oh, I hate it here.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever felt that way. Like, yeah.
Wait, okay, so what are the hours in
Missouri? It's 1,500.
Oh.
Did you do 1,500? I know
I-
it just got shortened.
Yes, I signed up for 15, and when they changed it, I dropped to 1,000. I said, "Oh, I'm not staying for 1,500 hours."
Good for you.
So, yeah.
How long did it take? Like, did you do full time or part time?
So full time for Aveda is 3 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Okay.
So full time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, from like 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m. or something. Yeah, and then, but yeah, no, it took me from like November to August.
Okay.
Yeah, but it would have taken me like November to November
If it
was 15, and I was like, I can't be here anymore.
Yeah, I don't. And how many years ago was that?
2021.
Okay. Period.
Yeah.
I went in 2017 and I went from August to, I know it took me like 9 months or 10 months, and it was full time as well. And if I wasn't working, I would try to clock some extra hours. And ours was Monday through Friday, but it was
Okay.
like 8-hour days.
Okay.
And for me,
I couldn't do that.
that was right after high school for me, so it felt the exact same.
I had a job. Like, I don't know how they expect people to do, like, grown people to do
Yeah.
Monday through Friday. Like, it's a job and you're not getting paid.
I had 2 jobs like after that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I never had.
No.
I remember, but I had jobs in high school too, and I almost always had like a real job and then like a side hustle, like always in
Not
high
the
school.
side hustle, period.
Yeah, I was just like umpiring, or I was like nannying,
It all makes sense.
or I would be like, I would like do people's homework for money, mostly
Okay.
in English class, like poetry, like
Yeah.
write poems, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. So whenever I was in Cosmo School, I worked at Academy Sports. Well, I worked at Dollar General
yeah.
first, and then I worked at Academy Sports, and then I worked at a salon on Saturdays, and I would work all day on Saturdays, like 10 hours.
Yeah, no. Since ours was Monday through Wednesday, I would work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I
That's nice.
was a bartender, so I would just work at night and then be off Sundays, and then, yeah.
I loved it.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I
but-
would have been stressed out.
I remember people being like, "Ugh, I don't have any days off this week." I'm like, oh my God, you work every day? And they're just like, no, but like when I'm not working, I'm here. And I'm like, oh, I've never had a day off where I didn't like work or go to school.
You're like, oh, I don't know what a day off is.
And that's how my friends were too. They like worked at Kohl's or Rally House, and like we just like worked every day. But
I don't
it
live that
felt
life.
cool because it was my first year. I moved out of my parents' house, and so whenever I would get home, like I would shower and we'd like go out to the bar or something, and I was like, this is so cool. I would save up my tips from school to pay my cover because I'm 18 going into like whatever bar. I was like, thank God some lady left me a $5 tip.
Shout out to that lady. Yes.
But
Okay.
if like advice wise, my
Yeah.
number one piece of advice is like go to school. It's hours.
Just go to school.
Clock the hours. Don't skip.
Don't do it, because when you do, making up hours is a pain in the butt. Like,
And it's kind of like losers there. Like it's kind of people with the worst attitude and vibe.
they would just throw us in, because we had A side and B side.
Okay.
And so they would just throw us, we would just sit with the other like class, because B side goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
So we would just be in there with them.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but not wanting to do anything. Like, don't bother us. I'm literally watching Love Island
Oh
like
my
for the 8 hours that I'm here.
That is hilarious. For us, it was like you went in on Saturday, and I never did this, but because I always went to school,
she went to school.
That's how I graduated early. But it would just be like the people that didn't like. They would like show up late. Like if you go to hair school, you know that there's people that like. We couldn't enter late. Like if you were more than 10 minutes late, you went home for the
Yeah,
day.
they did that too for us.
And so it would just be the people that would like try to come in late and then be like really annoyed that they couldn't. I'm like, it's a rule. You knew it was a rule.
Ooh, she's a rule follower.
I'm like, Do you want this or do you not want this?
Most people don't want this. What's the percentage of like people that actually do hair after cosmetology school? It's like 10% or something.
We're gonna have to look it up.
And then it's like 10% of those people actually do it past 5 years or something.
Yes, out of the 20 people in my core class, only me and my best friend who I live with are the ones doing hair still in my whole core class.
That's insane. There's a few in my class that are doing it. But now I'm like, I don't know all of them personally, so I'm not 100% sure how many are. Yeah, what is the number?
Nearly 60% of hairstylists quit within 3 years.
That's crazy. It's hard, though.
I bet it's more than that. I'm gonna be real with you.
Right. That's just what they have track of.
That's what they have track of because probably still those people keep their license so they can go get
products for free, which, you know
product.
what? You paid $20,000 for it, so
you should be able to get your shampoo half off.
Yeah, you should.
For sure. But yeah, so I would say it's even more than that.
Yeah.
I would say because
I think a lot of people go into it underestimating how hard it is to build clientele. Like in Cosmo school, you're given these clients that just walk into the school or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think people will go into a salon and not realize that it takes like a year and a half to 2 years to build steady clientele.
And to do that, you have to show up.
Exactly.
And you have to
gotta
like
show up and be on time.
Try. And you gotta
you gotta like be good, and
you gotta be good. You gotta be passionate. You gotta be personable. I think we all met girls in and boys. Like we all met people in hair school that were not personable.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, oh yes.
You're just like, what are you doing here?
Like,
you
what made you think that this was the career path for you?
If you're in hair school and you hate when you get an appointment or when you have to do like
hair
a class, you don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And don't let people like that make you think that like hair school is not fun.
Yeah.
Don't get caught up in a group that's like, oh my God, I have to go roll another perm. That should be exciting to you. It should be exciting to you at the moment. Because your hands are in hair. You're about to do your dream job.
That was not exciting for me. But like rolling a perm specifically, I hated doing perms.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it was like not necessarily not wanting to do things when I got clients. I was just so nervous because I did not feel prepared to like do the things that they wanted me to do.
Because we weren't.
It's hair school. Like you really don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your haircut is going to take you 2 hours.
The
to
blow
trim
dry
it.
is gonna take you a hot minute.
Yep.
Because I sucked at blow drying.
Well, they make you do it dumb. Like, and at least in Paul Mitchell, you have to do a directional blow dry.
What?
You have to section the hair. You don't rough dry at all.
Oh my gosh.
You section the hair and you take your Denman brush, actually.
Oh, the wrap brush. And you
and you go to the side and you go to the other side.
Go up and down. I know what you're talking about.
And then you get your round brush. And you do that just at the roots.
To get some lift.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
And then you resection it and then you go in with your round brush. I don't even do that anymore.
Who has time, girl? I'm rough drying until it's dang near dry, and then I go in and smooth.
And then you get a curly client, and they are like, I actually don't know what you do with this person.
Yeah, sorry, can't help you cut her
Just
hair.
put a little product on it and send her out with wet hair. They'll be fine.
I feel like one of my things that I did in cosmetology school was start to take social media kind of seriously.
Okay,
like I was posting like doing this on a mannequin or whatever it was, my model that came into hair school today, just because I knew the weight that social media can hold and like how much it can help you build a clientele. And so I started posting in hair school.
I love seeing Cosmo students.
I do too.
Like, this is what I'm doing as a Cosmo student.
I'm watching it.
I love you guys down.
Yeah. We're watching your videos.
I'm watching it. Even if your video has 6 views, I'm one of them.
Yep.
I'm 3 of them probably because I'm rewatching it.
There's some that I follow on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, I like her content. I want to keep seeing it.
Exactly. Because it's so pure.
It is pure.
It's like
it's pure.
They're actually showing you because they don't know what's supposed to look bad. Like what looks bad and what looks good.
And then sometimes I'm like, dang, you're kind of good already.
Good.
Like,
you have a good teacher.
Yeah. You're a teacher.
Yes.
Which is rare.
So be posting.
Literally post.
I was like, posting in
I was
hair
on
school.
Instagram, girl, the back of mannequin heads.
Yes.
Like, it didn't matter. It was a mannequin. I was posting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, because I also felt cool. If you don't feel like, you should feel kind of cool.
I was like, I'm kind of good.
I was like, my friends are in college right now, like at OTC.
And I'm doing hair.
And I'm doing mannequin heads. This is cool. And oh my God, like, yeah. I'm just thinking of like us like doing like one foil with like, what was that called? Like chlorophyll? Chloroform?
Cholesterol.
It'd
It'd be stuck.
if you don't know what cholesterol is, it's like a pudding. It looks like pudding. It's
it does look like pudding.
They tell you it's like
a
conditioner,
jelly.
but it smells like Play-Doh kind of. And you use that instead of color because it's cheap. And yeah, I mean, before I went on the floor, I had used bleach on like 2 foils.
Yeah.
I was doing a full head application with, what was it called?
Cholesterol.
But I was having fun. I was loving it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I thankfully, my like second teacher, because it goes like by phases, and so like my second phase teacher was really, really good, and she was actually a Black woman who does like mean silk presses and like haircuts and stuff, and so she actually was very knowledgeable, and so I was able to use like color faster because she was just kind of like, that's how you're gonna learn, girl, so go ahead.
That was me too, because I worked at that salon on the weekends, and I was a personal assistant to like a really driven stylist that did a lot of color and was also a young stylist, which it was just fun. Like, she worked so hard. Everyone there worked so hard, so it inspired me as well. And I was just picking up on like what she was doing and what she was using to tone, which we didn't use the same color line, but whenever I got to school, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna use a 9P, like I'm gonna use a level 9
because I know what this is,
because she's always using
translate it.
I didn't even know that I was really lifting it to a 9, but I was like, well, that's what she uses, so I'm just gonna try it,
throw that on there.
There's no learning leader to help me with this. And then the learning leader started noticing, so then they were like, do you want to be phase 2 president? What? We only have 2 phases in Paul Mitchell.
Oh, okay.
And phase 2, not everyone goes to phase 2. Like, you're kind of like the all-star team.
Oh.
I know, I was the queen of the all-star team. I loved it. And so you'd like hold meetings. Like, it was fun. We had a dance party every Friday morning.
See, this may not be the school for me.
I think it was every other month. We would do like a potluck. And we would do like party.
Ooh, I hate a potluck, but that's not the topic today. I hate a potluck.
We would do pancake breakfast.
Aww.
It was cool.
Because you were the all-star team.
The whole school.
Oh.
The whole school would do it.
You know what? I bet we didn't do anything like that because it was after COVID.
Oh.
We were still wearing masks in school.
That's sad.
I know.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, but there were definitely people that I went to school with that was like, ugh, dance party is stupid. And I'm like, oh my God. Talia raised her hand. Oh my God. I was like,
dance party.
Up. You could be living at your parents' house right now. You're at freaking cosmetology school having a dance party.
She's telling us to grow up when she wants to have a dance party.
I feel like it's childish to be like, well, wish we were doing something else cool.
You know what? I do think when I was at that like stage in my life, I was like too cool for school. Like wanted to be too cool for school. Like, just being honest, like, girl, I don't want to do the dance party. I don't want to do the whatever it was, you know, just because it's like I'm cool. But now looking back, it's like, girl, it's not that deep. Like, do the fucking dance party.
But it's good for me to know this because I was just like thinking, I'm like, oh, these people are so annoying. But I'm like, I don't think you're annoying. So.
But also I think too, I can be kind of like shy, and so maybe it's like a putting yourself out there kind of thing, because dancing, I have to have some liquid courage anyways. So in that situation, I probably would have just been like trying to be cool, but I'm really just shy and embarrassed.
Yeah, but also I can see that. And also I think I was really finding myself that year because, again, like, I'm from a really small town. I had moved to a small city, like, but it was still way bigger than where I'm from. And so I was like going to Forever 21, buying clothes,
discovering yourself,
meeting boys. And so I was just having a really fun time in life. But also I was wearing craziness because we had to wear all black. So I had to buy all black, which I hate black clothes. So I have a video specifically, and if I'll find it and if it's not too crazy, I'll put it on the screen. But I'm like wearing, do you know what a caftan is?
Nope.
It's like, some of you guys know what a caftan is.
Caftan.
It's like a big dress that's actually like what a lot of ladies would wear to bed.
A muumuu?
It's like a muumuu, yeah, but it's more like a robe-ish kind of thing. And I'm wearing a huge one
to school.
And I'm also wearing just like black Birkenstocks. Like, I'm not even wearing, like, the shoes were crazy.
You're supposed to wear,
And I'm also wearing like these big anklets that I had like got on senior trip because I was literally 18. Like, it was the summer after.
I know. Okay.
You see it?
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Can you show me it? Yeah. But mine had like a tie that really made it look like a robe. And I'm wearing double braids, big hoops.
Oh.
Like I'm wearing lipstick and false lashes, and it's dance party Friday, and I'm like breaking it down.
She's having the time of her life at the dance party.
Yes. If I put it on the screen and you guys like it, let me know you like it in the comments. Because that was very brave of me.
That was brave.
To put on there.
Captain, big hoops, braids,
So
Birkenstocks.
So I was finding myself. So I think I was just having fun doing anything.
Okay. You know what? I'm glad that was your experience. I'm glad that you found yourself at Cosmo School, because I think I left more confused than how I was when I started.
Oh my gosh. I literally, I don't know. I think that's like my best advice is like, don't take it super serious.
Seriously, yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world if you mess up a perm. It's like
In
your
hair
first
school,
time doing
yeah.
it. You're not a bad person and you're not a bad hairstylist because the first time you try something or the fifth time you try something, it's still not good. So you're learning.
That's the point of learning. Even now, like doing hair, mistakes are made. And that's okay, because we're still learning every single day. And if you're not learning, then what are you doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I had this idea that whenever I go, people are going to know stuff already. No one knows anything already.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Like maybe one person will like know more than someone else, but there's going to be a million people that know less than you. So go.
And it's okay to not know whenever you're that's why you're here at school, to learn.
Yes. And ask questions and feel confident and comfortable with stuff like that. But I think the biggest thing that you're learning is how to interact with clients, how to ask people, like how to build a clientele. I think that was huge. We used to do like role play, and a lot of people thought that it was hard to do because it was embarrassing. Yeah. But I did that. Whenever I moved here, I did that. I still used the same things. Like I had business cards. It's not like I handed a bunch out, but our role play was like, here's 3 of my business cards. Thank you so much for coming in. I have a request. Like, can you hand these business cards out for me to like your friends and family, especially if they ask you like, who did your hair? I'm still practicing. I still did stuff like that. And I still will if I really connect with someone. I'll be like, hey, if you have any friends or family, like send them my way.
Send them my way. I know.
I loved you. I would love more people like you.
I do that with sisters. They're like, oh yeah, I was the guinea pig. I'm like, well, send your sisters over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So definitely like those things, and selling product. I sell so much product now.
Yeah.
I think it's like people need it. People want it. Why send them on another hunt to go get somewhere. Something?
Yeah.
I just have it here. And so we used to like have to fill our basket full of the products we use and take it up there and be like, do you want any of these?
We were supposed to do that. Never did that.
It was always awkward.
It is awkward. They're like, girl, I came to cosmetology school because I wanted a cheap haircut. Now you want me to buy $100 Aveda shampoo.
Literally. Well, Paul Mitchell shampoo was like $8. So.
Aveda was so expensive.
It felt expensive at the time, but I'm like, oh, Paul Mitchell's actually really cheap vibes. Like,
but it's also like
affordable.
They can just say no. Like it's not that deep. You're also, it's just like customer service skills. A friend and I were just talking about this yesterday, about a lot of people will go into like having a business but not actually having any customer service skills. And so I think that's like the foundation of it. Like you learn in that moment in school.
I think so too. I think like those are things that people just, they think like, oh, I'm never going to do this because it's like corny. That's like, there's a reason that they're teaching you that. And that's some of the stuff to really take with you, because at your first salon, you'll learn foil placement.
Because you'll learn the things you actually need to know.
Yeah.
Like
everything will make more sense then. Like do your best to learn everything, but you're there for, I don't know, in Texas now it's 1,000 hours, which would take you like 5 months, 6 months. You're not going to know how to be amazing in 5-6 months.
That is okay. And you're probably, and the thing is too, you don't get a ton of models in hair school. Like you get a few a week maybe. Yeah. And then it's just like, okay, like that's what I learned in hair school. You're really going to get you will really get the experience and practice out of hair school.
Yes. And so like networking too while you're in there, like every trip I could go on, I was going to go. Like we went to like tour SSG, Salon Service Group, retail place, because they have like a really big one there. It might even be headquarters or something for Salon Service Group. And then like I tried to sell enough to go to Caper, which was like this big thing in LA, and like go on all those things and meet the hairstylist. Like every time someone comes in and talks to you as a class, like try to say hello to them and like get to know them, because you might want to work there. Yeah. Or they might know somewhere for you to work.
Yeah. I feel like we've talked about like finding your salon home before. I can't remember what episode that is, but
we'll plug it.
Yeah, we'll put it on. She'll put it all here.
So you'll know.
If you feel like you don't really know what you're looking for in that like aspect, we do have a whole episode where you can listen in on that. Yeah. But do you have any like just like quick tip for that? Yeah.
I would say like the first salon space you pick will set the tone for you as a stylist. And if you don't like the first space you go to,
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but also you may not like keep on doing this. So like be intentional and picky, because the first space that you go to, you'll kind of associate like, oh, salon culture is this, when like that's not probably true. But my best advice would be big, professional commission. Like,
okay, big.
That would be my advice, because that was my experience. And it's like there's a million different ways to do it. But for me, going into a salon space where there was like 30 stylists that were all hustlers, that all worked full time, that all had a different niche, that all were like vacationing, buying homes, like having a successful family. Like I needed to see that I could be successful and that I wouldn't just be scraping by and stuff like that. So I liked that. And I had like 3 bosses and a lot of structure, especially as like a young woman. I needed that.
Yeah, I definitely wish that I would have went like big salon straight out of hair school, because I was an assistant forever, like under 2 people. Or it felt like I was an assistant forever. Like it really wasn't that long, but I felt like I was never going to get out of being an assistant because there was no like clientele for me. You know, like that's the problem. When you're in a big salon, they're pushing the clients like commission. And we talk about this all the time. Like they're pushing the clients. And so it's easier for you to build and easier for you to get on the floor faster.
And you'll make them more money when you become a level 1 stylist than if you just keep shampooing for their upper stylist
for forever.
And they have people coming in to replace you. Whereas someone with 2, they're not scouted you.
Exactly. Yeah. Which is exactly what happened. Like reached out to me and found me.
Yeah. Same here. Got scouted.
You know. But no, I don't regret like the whole situation, but because I do have some like key things that I still implement whenever I do hair that I learned from them, like, or her, whoever, that I'm like the way I round brush blow dry is very like specific. And I still like the way that works, you know, the way I shampoo, whatever it is. Like I did learn things there, but I do wish that I started big and learned from a large group first.
Yeah. And I just feel like I see a lot. I even saw one like yesterday, and it was a girl that I used to work with had reposted it, and she kind of left the salon messy even. And it was like things I wish I knew or whatever I learned like working at a big salon. And it was like that you're not going to get to eat lunch for 10 hours and like just things like that, which is sad. But I also never experienced toxic behavior. I knew I was going to work hard. I didn't dislike working hard, and I knew like I thought it was cool, like, whenever we worked all day long. Like, I kind of thought, like, oh, my gosh, we really accomplished a bunch of things. And, like...
we did it.
Yes, I just felt so good. And also, the person that I was under, she tipped me really well. She bought us coffees. She'd buy us lunch. Like,
really take care of you.
She took care of me really well. So that was huge. Where there were some other stylists that would, like, they were like, I'm tipping you $2 a shampoo.
Yeah.
And especially at the time, girl, $20, $40 was hella for me at the end of the day. Because like I said, I had another job, like, but then whenever I first started working there and I was making minimum wage, but she was tipping me $20, $40, $50 at the end of the day, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. That'll work. So it is going to be harder. It just depends. I do feel like big commission salons get this rep of like, oh, they're so toxic because they always want you to like wear makeup, and they always want you to dress up, and they always want you to be on time, and they never really have
like, oh, they want you to work and look presentable for work.
Yes. Literally, no one get mad at us for that, because I know there's some toxic things, but also I think sometimes, like, I hate to be like, people aren't super hard workers, but if you want to be really good
You gotta work hard.
To
And
do the
I
hard
think
stuff.
at the beginning, you definitely have to look the part. And you're also working for a business. So you're representing the business.
Yeah.
Like for me, I represent myself. So if I want to come in sweatpants, then I'm coming in sweatpants.
Yes.
And I'm still going to have clients because they've been seeing me. But when you are new, and let's say I go to somebody and she's wearing sweatpants, it's my first time. She looks like she just rolled out of bed. I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
Dang, she's not really about her shit.
Yeah, and
Like,
you're my assistant, and you got sweatpants
you
on.
looking crazy.
I'm like, girl, they already don't trust you. Can
Right.
you please look like me a
You
little?
look lazy.
Yes.
When I was interviewing at my commission salon, when I was like talking to him, the owner was like, when you work with him, you have to like dress the part because that's what his clients expect is like a little elevated of a look.
Yes.
And I mean, it like throughout time, it does get more casual. Like you kind of, okay, I've seen these people 40 million times. If they still
Yes.
care if I'm wearing like
Jeans.
slacks and whatever it is, then they really need to reevaluate. But I mean, I understand sometimes why there is like a certain level of like professionalism
Yeah,
in
and
attire.
I think it like has to do with your clientele and who you want to attract. Like,
Yeah.
because I've had hairstylists that look really great. They're always in athleisure. Their clients are always in athleisure, and they look like, I don't know, kind of like the Kardashians do whenever they wear athleisure. It's like they still look nice. It's not
put
like
together still.
Yeah. Or like that clean girl that doesn't wear makeup, like, and all her clients are gorgeous and clean girl aesthetic, like cool. But I wear mini skirts and like that's kind of my aesthetic.
Yeah,
And that's
for me,
who
it's
I
just
get.
like casual, but also I don't care. Like you can come. I had a client who used to come in pajama pants. I do not care.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like
I don't care about that.
It does not bother me. If you want to be super dressed up, that's cool. But also, if you don't, then whatever. I just attract people that are like personality like me, I think.
True. And also, especially when you are younger and you're learning stuff and you're not as good as what you're going to be, because I've done some really bad hair in my first couple of years being a hairstylist. And we've talked about that even in the other episode we were talking about. But if you're really put together and gorgeous and you have the outfit on, and I'm not saying gorgeous like you're born gorgeous, like you did your hair, you did your makeup, you did your outfit, they're gonna like trust you a little bit more. And when you say I need to fix this, they're gonna go okay. But if you're like looking a little frumpy, they're like, I don't know if I want to come back and her try to fix this.
Like I don't think she really knows what she's doing.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't even know how to do herself, which you do, but you're just like, I get it. You get desensitized because you work every day. But
I think too, like sometimes for me, I feel better sometimes when I get up and put on a little makeup or like get a little more dressed up. Like I feel more confident. And so if I was learning and I wanted to feel more confident, I feel like that's a way that I would channel that.
I think so too. And it like sucks because I would never have a dress code. Like,
right.
I hate that. But also if I did have people that worked for me, I would be kind of like, I wish that we all looked similarly cohesive. So I just hate if anyone's feeling like, oh, I never want to dress up. I hate to be the bearer of this, but you will feel better when you do.
For sure. You will. I agree. I definitely would recommend to an assistant program. Yeah.
Yeah, straight
How
out of
long
hair
was your
school.
assistant program? I can't remember.
Not super long. Like I think now the salon I'm at does like a year-long assistant program, but because I worked there part-time during school, after I got out of school, I think it was another like 3 or 4 months.
Okay. I think mine total was like 9 months plus a little more tacked on because I moved salons right in the middle of my assistant program.
Yeah.
But when I moved to my commission, like the second one, I was only assisting for like 3 months because he was like, why are you
still assisting?
Yeah, he was like, what is going on? At this point, you need to just start doing it so you can make the mistakes or whatever it is and be more confident on the floor.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that. I think if you get stuck assisting for a year and a half, you are never going to feel like you're good enough.
Yeah, you're like constantly like, why am I still doing this?
Yeah, it must be because I can't, and I don't even know how to cut bangs. Like if someone came in and they wanted this, I don't know what I would do. That's because you assisted too long and you lost that like false confidence.
And I think too, some people just don't know how to have an assistant. It's not just shampooing. It's not like, and that's another thing you need to ask when you're like interviewing, like, what does this actually consist of? Like, am I just like your freaking coffee runner and shampoo girl?
Yeah.
Or
am I never going to see you cut hair? Am I
right.
always going to be in the shampoo room?
Exactly. Like, or am I actually going to like be able to bring in models and like tone your clients for you and like things like that, formulate for you? I feel like that is what assistant, like what that program should be, instead of just like, okay, I'm just watching you. here's some foils, like, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like at the salon that I was at, a lot of people had like assistants and apprentices, and it was kind of like, it was almost like they wanted to see who could turn out the best assistant. So it was very like, oh, this is how you do this.
A little.
Yeah. And like it was unsaid, like unspoken, but it was kind of like, if my assistant goes level 1 and they just immediately keep moving up, like it's giving because
like,
I trained her.
Yeah.
Which I hated.
Yeah.
But also I enjoyed, like, I'm like taking notes. Like after work every day, I was like, this is the placement that she did on this client and this is what we got.
Okay.
Because I wanted to, as quickly as possible, like not need help.
Yeah.
But also, you do need help in the beginning, and just do it. You can always fix stuff.
Yeah.
Just do it. Oh my God. One time though, I couldn't fix what I did.
You can always fix it. Oh, except for that one.
Except for 40 volume in foils under heat for 20 minutes. You can't fix.
Who told you to do that?
It was actually this girl that I really did like. She wasn't my main assistant, like, person. I was kind of beefing with the girl that was like who I was assisting. And there was this other girl, I don't even want to say who, because she would totally be like, I never told you to do that, but I would have never done that. She totally told me to do that. But I had this young lady, like in high school or middle school. She was getting her very first highlights, and she wanted like silver, and she had black hair naturally, long, straight,
This already
coarse,
sounds bad.
black hair. And I'm doing a foliage, and the older stylist was like, well, if she wants to be that light, like, you need this many levels of lift.
Older
like,
stylist,
do
as
40.
in, like, what do you mean older?
She wasn't old, but
okay.
she was just like, you know, the stylist that was helping me.
More senior.
And then I went to tone it with like 916 Wella, and it turned blue. And then I put service on it, which is our post treatment, which kind of seals everything in. And then I'm sweating. I'm asking. I don't even think I got to fully blow dry the girl,
But it did lift, and her hair didn't fall out.
I'm not sure. Like, I really kind of blacked it out.
Blacked out after I toned.
It lifted. It lifted to like clear. Like it lifted. And then I'm like, okay,
Yep, that's that
silver.
40
I'm
ball.
gonna do 916. And then I couldn't get the purple out, and then I'm putting like gold on it, and then it's taking forever. And then eventually the mom's like, yeah, dude, like it's been hours. Like we're just ready to go. And I'm like, okay, cool. And she's like, I really hate to do this. Like, I know you want to see your art. Like, we just have something to do. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And then I never saw or heard from that person again. And that's lucky for me, because that could have been a big deal.
Maybe she liked it.
She could have loved it. I don't know.
And
but
then
it was
maybe she
terrible.
liked it, but also was young and couldn't maintain it.
I'm telling you, I like, the foils were hot. Like it was like
The boys were sweating.
The bleach was hot in my hand whenever I'm pulling it off. Like, but I learned. So
You learned.
It was a win.
In the end, that's really the pro.
That's
all that
real.
matters.
You will learn the most whenever you just do stuff and you mess up, and then you've got to put gold
You
on
gotta
some
fix
girl that
it.
wants to be silver because you've turned her purple. Like, it makes you sweat, but also it makes you really good.
It does, because now you know what not to do next time.
Yes.
Or how to fix it if that ever happens again.
Yes, because I also was around like assistants that needed like their hand held for everything, and that is cool because you don't want to mess up and you want to be respectful of people. I get that, but also they needed their hand held for like 3 years. I needed my hand held for like 5 days, and then I was like, okay, I'm just figure it out.
Ooh, something that I think is really important is attention to detail. Because I have worked like with other assistants who lack the attention to detail, and that is why they're assistants forever.
Like what?
Like blow drying.
Okay.
Let's just, for example, blow drying. He tells you a million times to get the roots really, really dry and like lift them. You run your hands through afterwards, the roots are still damp and like kinky and frizzy. And it's just and you think, oh, I'm just going to curl it anyways, so the ends don't need to be smooth.
Yeah.
Wrong. Like, just like small things like that are just like really can either make or break a service sometimes. Like, now they have frizzy ends, even though it's curly. I mean, even though it's curled, the ends are still frizzy, and now their roots are damp, so their blowout's not gonna last.
Yes.
Or just like when, or like, I don't know, detangling, you're like yanking the crap out of their head the whole time because you just want to hurry up and be done detangling. Just like the small little details that I feel like some people can just overlook, I feel like really are important.
Yes, I totally feel that. I have like a saying in my life that I use for everything that is like, you're gonna mess up a little bit anyway on stuff that you try really hard to do well. So you might as well do everything that you know how to do perfect. And not cut corners on that, because you're gonna mess up in a couple other ways anyway.
Because it's cutting corners. That's what it is. Like kind of being lazy.
Yeah, you know it's still wet.
Yeah, like you know the roots are wet.
You just think like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Just
They won't
act
notice.
like things
They
are
do.
a big deal, but be efficient too.
Yeah.
Don't take all day.
Yeah, right. Hurry up.
Because that's one of my things. Don't take all day.
Yeah, the speed. I'm like, I'm not trying to be here forever.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I could give assistant advice. We could even do like a whole nother episode on like advice for assistant. Well, you know, if we ever run out of
we
things
could,
and we
yeah.
just run it back to this.
We want to run back. But we've talked about having a Cosmo student on here before.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
I have a couple clients that are
Do you?
Cosmo students.
Maybe they'd want to
Do
be on
you?
here.
I think they would love it.
Don't know if I have any, actually. I think I have one that kind of wants to, but she's still in high school.
Aw.
So I was like trying to talk her into it, but
Yes, if you are watching this, because me, before hair school, I was watching all hair school
Were you
content.
really?
Yes.
I don't know what I was doing.
You were going to college.
Yeah, I was. I was.
Oh my God. But yeah, if you're thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this, if it's what you want to do, but you're scared of building a clientele or money or something like that, that's like somebody else has put fear in you, but you know, like I would be happy being a hairstylist, just be a hairstylist.
Like, it is okay. Kind of like teachers. Like, a lot of people will
Yes.
tell people not to be teachers because the pay. And I'm like, but what if they really want to be a teacher?
Yes.
Like, and they know that that's their passion.
And they can make their pay in a million different ways. I feel like, yeah, I could go on a side tangent with that, but like, I think when people do what they want to do, the money comes.
It does.
Say you want to be a teacher and say teachers don't make that much money. You start posting on TikTok, you're getting creator fund. You start doing tutoring on the side, you're getting money on the side. Like, you will make your money in anything that you do. Everyone told me not to be a hairstylist. Like my teachers, adults, people are like, go to college. It's not
You know
what I wanted
what?
to do.
And look at you now. Look at you now.
Look at me now.
Successful.
Yes.
Booked out because I couldn't find an appointment. So
Booked out. I don't know. I need to do something with my books because it is getting crazy.
stressful, right?
Let us know if you have questions about Cosmo School in the comments, because I'll go back and forth in
Yeah.
the comments in a good way of like
In a good way.
yes. And if you have like assistant questions, if you're about to graduate and you want to know more about salon stuff, let us know. It's one of my favorite topics to
Yeah.
talk about.
Yeah. Ask us anything. DM, whatever.
DM, comment, boost, share,
Like, love.
turn on the notification bell,
Watch.
subscribe,
Like, all
share to
the
your
things.
story.
Please. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the things like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.